In this video, we demonstrate a modern approach that enterprises can leverage to execute HPC and machine learning workloads on Kubernetes. These workflows can be executed without modification on Kubernetes installations deployed either on-prem or in the cloud. To demonstrate this flexibility and capability, we have installed 3 different Kubernetes clusters. The first cluster is deployed using vSphere on-premises. The second cluster is running on VMware Cloud on AWS. Both of these are leveraging Tanzu Kubernetes Grid runtime. The third cluster is running on bare metal and is deployed using open source Kubernetes. The 3 different Kubernetes clusters can be managed using Tanzu Mission Control and monitored using Tanzu Observability. Now, HPC application workflow development and deployment is done using Jarvice XE. Jarvice is an HPC and deep learning platform that can run on bare metal or virtualized Kubernetes endpoints, and it supports multiple HPC fabrics. The applications are exposed to the end user using HyperHub, which is a curated software catalog that provides access to turnkey HPC, AI, and machine learning workloads. Let's start by first looking at the Kubernetes clusters from the point of view or perspective of an infrastructure administrator. The main on-premises Kubernetes cluster is running in virtual machines hosted on ESX. The virtual machines are configured with P100 GPUs, since the Jarvice platform is accelerator aware and can consume GPUs as required. The Jarvice XE platform components, such as the portal, control plane, are deployed as pods in this Kubernetes cluster. Next, let's look at a Kubernetes cluster that is deployed on VMware Cloud on AWS. Jarvice agents are running on pods in this cluster and enables seamless deployments of HPC and deep learning jobs on cloud resources. IT admins can use TMC to manage their entire Kubernetes footprint, regardless of where their cluster resides. As you can see, TMC is managing our 3 clusters: the on-prem vSphere cluster, VMware Cloud on AWS, and our bare metal cluster. In the TMC console, we can see all 3 clusters and their associated namespaces. They can be organized into logical groups for easier management of resources, apps, users, and security. VMware Tanzu Observability can be used to roll out monitoring as a service to both DevOps and infrastructure teams. It can detect anomalies using analytics-driven alerting across all applications deployed in the Kubernetes clusters. Next, we will explore the interface that is available to the Nimbix system administrator. Once we log into the Jarvice XE platform, we can see all the different applications that are available in the HyperHub catalog. These include open source and commercial applications. The administrator view shows that we have 3 different Kubernetes clusters, 2 on-prem and 1 in the cloud, to deploy HPC and deep learning applications. The administrator can create different machine types, each with different compute, memory, and accelerator resources. These machine types can be exposed to the end user. It is important to note that the administrator configures the schedule zones. Therefore, the users don't need to select which zone or clusters that the application will be deployed. Next, we will demonstrate how an end user can deploy HPC and machine learning workflows in Jarvice XE platform. The first use case will showcase running ANSYS Fluent on multi-node with MPI. Fluent is a popular computational fluid dynamics software and can be executed in batch mode or as an interactive job. They choose the Fluent application from the Nimbix HyperHub dashboard and chooses to run it in a batch mode. Next, they have to select the machine type and then an input file for simulation. We can see that the app is now running on 2 nodes. In addition to batch mode, Jarvice also supports interactive jobs. This example shows an interactive job using ANSYS IcePack. In this instance, we pick a GPU-enabled machine for optimal rendering performance. This enables interaction with the model in real time. Once the simulation run using Ansys IcePack is completed, the user can log into the Nimbix desktop to perform post-processing on the simulated model. The last example shows how Jarvice and HyperHub can be used to provide a GPU-enabled TensorFlow Jupyter notebook to a data scientist to run deep learning jobs. In this video, we provided a preview of how enterprise customers can use VMware and Nimbix to deploy HPC and deep learning applications in a multi-cloud environment. Tanzu Mission Control and Observability enables management and monitoring of Kubernetes clusters on-prem and in the cloud. Jarvice XE and HyperHub provide an efficient platform to deliver HPC applications on Kubernetes. VMware and Nimbix together offer a modern way to deploy your HPC applications in a multi-cloud environment.